Hey, good afternoon, happy Wednesday. Today I wanted to make a video making dinner with me. I'm gonna make some Marry Me pasta, and I figured I would share the recipe because I swear by it. This recipe right here will have your man on his knees thanking God for you. So try it out, watch me make it. Let me know in the comments if it looks good. Let me know in the comments if you try making it, and if you liked it, your man liked it, your mama liked it, whoever you feed, even if it's just your dog. I think I'm gonna only use half of the onion, to be honest. Si eres mexicana, tú sabes, for the most part, que no hay error en cocinar. O sea, no solo la comida mexicana, but I think Mexicans were just born with like el don de cocinar. Especially Mexican women. Don't get me wrong though, Mexican men get down at the carnitas asadas, the tiscadas, all that. Yes sir. But I think it's just engraved in us, to be honest. I tried to convince my mom to come out with like a cooking together series, whatever account, whatever. She said no, but that she would have ate, because my mom, she's just missing the fat right here, but I swear to you, she can cook. So, okay, I have my onion diced. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna saute these onions to start. So, like I said, half an onion. You know, I don't use oil. And the reason that I don't use oil is because I already know that with the juices of the meat, se va a poner machine. 1/2 onion. Okay. We're just gonna let that crisp up for a little bit. And no oil, no nothing, just the onion. And then I have my pasta water boiling right here. I'm gonna try my best to do this recipe with only 2 to 3 pans, because I ain't trying to wash no dishes or spend too much time washing dishes. Okay guys, I changed the settings on my camera, so if this looks better, comment down below and let me know. But we're sauteing our onion and we're boiling our water. And you know, you don't want to do too much here, just enough que sientes tu sazón for the meat. And we're just gonna let it brown a little bit. Now, what I'm gonna add to this pan right here is gonna be 2 meats, okay? We have lean ground beef and we have turkey sausage. Usually, you know, you wanna do whatever sausage. I'm using turkey sausage because my man doesn't eat pork. But you could use like regular sausage, which is what the original recipe calls for. If you can find Italian sausage, that would be best. Y bueno pues, our onions are still crisping, but if you couldn't tell, the water's starting to boil. So let's throw the pasta in there. But before I do that, I'm gonna put a splash of oil in the water, just so that the pasta doesn't stick to the bottom. Unfortunately, everybody loves rigatoni because there wasn't any at the store. So I got the closest thing. And honestly, I think the meat is ready to go in there with the onion. Stop! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. It's over here. Poquita sal. Poquita sal. Just a little bit. Not too much now. Luego la pasta. I'm a little bothered that it's penne, because it genuinely calls for rigatoni, pero bueno, pues no. Ya que chingados. And I put about a little over half of the box. Now we're gonna go in there with our meat. So we're gonna start with the lean ground beef, el Italian sausage. So now we're gonna mix, 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 mix. And I always regret not using a bigger pan. Here I am again, regretting not using a bigger pan. And I can already see the meat juices at the bottom of the meat. And that's exactly what we want for now, right? We don't want this to cook dry. So we're gonna keep all of those oils in there. Ah! How did you know? Oh, it's the water, huh? This is gonna mess up my video. Pasta's boiling, my meat is thoroughly cooking. I just want to make sure the music! Anyways, I just want to make sure I don't see any pink in the meat before I drain all the juices. So we're looking good, we're looking good. I just preheated my oven. If you know, you know, I have to take a double look, make sure there's nothing in there, because if it's one thing about me, I'm gonna put something in the oven that doesn't belong there. Why? We're gonna have so much juices from the canned goods that we're not really gonna need all these. So, I need you in my life. Where do we go? Let's drain the juice. I usually just use a napkin and let the napkin absorb all that stuff. Which I know it's kind of a waste of napkins. My dad would have a heart attack if he saw me doing this, because growing up, my dad would split a napkin in 4. We'd all share one napkin. So, sorry, Bob. I think my pasta's gonna be ready soon. We have 1 can of tomato sauce going right into the meat. We have 1 can of crushed tomato. And last but certainly not least, we have 1 can of fire roasted diced garlic tomato. Now you see why I should have used a bigger pan, right? See, you'll see. Wait. Now we're gonna. Oh, girl, hold on. No manches. Que agüite. I have everything I need except for the one seasoning that I was at the store like, I should probably get Cajun. And then I was like, no, there's Cajun at home. Girl, I'll see it. Chingao. We're gonna put some pepper. Le vamos a echar poquito orégano. No mucho, no mucho. We're gonna put some garlic powder. I don't know if I put onion powder already, but we're gonna put some of that too. And now we're gonna mix this up right here. Now I do wanna say, this recipe calls for sugar. Yeah, it does. I'm not a real fan of that, so I don't put sugar in it. Just gonna add a little more pepper in. And a little more garlic powder. Where the hell is my straight up? Where the hell is my straight up? Okay, thank you for your patience. Update. The ghetto stand just got ghettoer. Now the candle is on top of a box because I wanted to give you guys that like bird's eye point of view. But we haven't moved too far along. We're still letting this cook a little bit. In realidad, this is ready, right? I'm just kind of keeping it warm, making sure the meat cooks thoroughly. I'm like, what's that noise? It's the oven, girl. Now for the sauce. First ingredient is gonna be 1 full stick of butter. So I washed my pan After taking out the noodles, if you hear my dog, she just wants attention. She's like, what you making, Ma? Okay. We're gonna let that, you know, do its little thing. Also gonna add, it calls for garlic sauce. I'm just gonna use minced garlic, about a tablespoon. Is this a tablespoon? About a spoon worth. Y luego lo vamos a hacer season con paprika, onion powder, a little bit of garlic powder. We already got some garlic action going on in there. And back to the oregano. Oh, wait, well, I really wanted you guys to be able to see, like, you know, like I said, like, I just need a better setup, that's it. We're stirring till the bottom melts. Okay, we're gonna let that melt completely. While we do that, I'm gonna start preparing my tray so we can put it in the oven. Ya tenemos la pasta y le vamos a echar la carne. Ya la carne le puedo ir apagando. Shh. Cómete algo. Bueno, ahí va la carnita. Okidoki, artichoke. Girl, my man didn't love me before, he gonna love me after this. I knew he did, but you'll love me some more. Check on the butter. Okay, butter is fully melted. So we're gonna go in there. We're gonna add a couple of things. We're gonna add a full garlic Alfredo. I genuinely, I buy the cheapest one I could buy at the store. I'm not even going front. So, take that up with your mom in terms of which one you should use, you know. And then what I like to do, because we're also gonna do, it calls for a cup of heavy whipping cream. I'm not trying to get my measurement thingies dirty, so I'm just gonna eyeball it. But this is what I do. What I like to do is put it in here, about a cup's worth. Lid back on the Alfredo sauce. Make sure it's on there nice and right. And just shake. Anyway, put that in there. Now we're gonna mix this up. And we're just gonna intertwine the pasta with the meat. Make sure it's all proportioned. Now let me check on my sauce. Okay, so the sauce is like, it's good. Next step is going to be to add some Parmesan. I bought 2 bags of Parmesan. Oh no, I did that. I really didn't need to do that. But I'm just gonna, it calls for a cup. I just do however much I feel like. Now, okay, una puñaladita, a little handful. Okay, I'm back. Do you guys remember how I told you I eyeballed this, but it calls for a cup? Let me show you why you should probably follow the measurements. If you don't put enough heavy whipping cream, this is gonna be your sauce. I know. Just a little bit more. Wait. Here goes nothing. We're gonna pour this over our pasta. What I want to do is I want to make sure that every corner is under the sauce. Every noodle, every piece of meat, all of it. And then the last and final step is to add a little more cheese on the top. It's gonna melt beautifully in the oven. I don't really want to put too much cheese because the sauce was already like having a little cheesy moment. Bada bing, bada boom. That's it, guys. Now we put this posing for my thumbnail in the oven. All right, my pasta has been in the oven for 15 minutes now. Let's open up the oven. There. Oh, you see that? Oh, you hear that? Gosh. Love this. We'll do a taste test once it cools down. Okay, the pasta is out of the oven. Oh, it smells like my man's gonna fall in love again. We're gonna try it. I'm not gonna pick this up porque está bien caliente. So we're just gonna dig right in, okay? Oh, my mouth is watering. Let me just show you. It's really hot.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Okay, I burnt myself a little bit. Time for a taste test. I'm about to burn my tongue. Yep. Okay, guys. It was fire. Just like I thought. Please, if you try this recipe, comment down below. Let me know if you liked it. Let me know what sides you paired it with. Usually I would do a cute little Caesar salad, Texas toast, but ain't nobody got time for that. My man is hungry right now. So please, you guys, like, comment, share this video with someone you think would enjoy this recipe, and stay tuned for the next video. Bye.